Welcome back. It's your boy Soft Serve. Today, we're going to be going over another question that I was asked. The question was: does working around death have a lasting effect on you? Um, this is just my experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not like the pro guy that gives the best advice. This is just my personal experience. For me, working, death investigation, it kind of gave me a dark sense of humor. Um, you're exposed to some pretty bad stuff while you're at work. One of the things that I used to do when I was on scene was, I would try to crack a joke. Um, that was my way of dealing with the fact that I'm standing over a victim. That was someone's, son or daughter or mother or father, what have you. Um, I would try to keep it light while on scene to try to, so to say, trick my brain into, you know, not thinking about, hey, I'm having to do this job because someone passed away. Um, One of the things that happened with me is I became very distant at home. I would be home, but my mind was not at home. My mind was still processing some of the things that I would see at work. Um, I've been involved in some investigations that involve children, and that, me myself, I was married, I had three kids, my kids were younger, and it made me feel bad coming home and looking at my family, um, after seeing some of the things that I would see at work. Some of these were very traumatic deaths. Some of them were pretty brutal and violent, and when I was at home, I was kind of distant, and it felt really bad, but I didn't know how to, I didn't want to talk to my family about some of the things that I would see at work. So I just kind of bottled it up and I kept it in. And that's not always the best thing to do. Some people that work these types of jobs see a therapist, and it's, to cope with the trauma from the job. I mean, some of these scenes are really, really bad. Um, so, that's one of the things that, you know, I I would see a therapist and I would treat it like I was still at work. So I'm basically in robot mode, and I am basically telling the story like I was writing out a scene report or a narrative for a scene. And you know, And some people will turn to drugs and alcohol in these types of jobs. It's actually very common. If you're not seeing a therapist, you got to cope somehow. Um, the job can be rough, and it definitely takes a toll on you. For me, I was drinking all the time. If I wasn't at work or on call, I was drinking a lot, and I drank for many years after. Um, After I got out of the job, I drank for a few more years, and then had some stuff happen in my life where I was like, "Hey, um, I don't, I don't need alcohol anymore." Um, I had experimented with some drugs, and sitting there thinking in the back of my mind, like, "This isn't me." Uh, so since then, I sought help um, with mental health and alcohol or drug abuse. Needs to say that now, let's see, check the date. Um, I've got over 6 years without a drop of alcohol or a drug. Uh, yeah, Before you get into this type of job, make sure it's what you really want and make sure that you can handle it, because I'm gonna tell you, it's rough. It can be rough on you. It can be rough on your loved ones. You know, you know, it's just one of those things. Um, you know, you you think you want to do this type of work until you do it, and then after you do it, you're gonna see some stuff that's gonna make you question everything. Um, I would have to train other people that were doing these types of jobs, and one of the things I would let them know, like, hey, don't take any of this stuff personal, because you're gonna go to a scene, and that scene is, may not be the first, it may not be your last scene that you go to, but there's a couple of those scenes that are definitely going to stick with you, and you're never going to forget them. I still, think about stuff, all the time. I work a totally different job now, and I still think about some of the things that I saw while on the job. But that's all I got for today. If you guys have any other questions, shoot me an email, or you know, leave me a comment. But yeah, hope this helps. I hope that answered your question. But yeah, until next time, you guys have a good day. Stay safe, and yeah, doing it.